This one's about to be a movie, y'all. Like, this is about to be a movie. So you might want to just chill out, kick it with me, and grab a snack because this is going to be a movie. This is a 30-minute long video, but it's been long overdue. You guys been asking me to react to this video, and I've been wanting to because I want to learn more about them. My last video that I reacted to with the, I think it was 10 facts about Jimin. You guys said that some of the facts weren't right, and like, you know, it was probably, the video was probably made by a hater that, you know, probably didn't like Jimin or something like that. And I appreciate you guys, like, you know, fact checking them, because I know that's, y'all gonna do that. Y'all gonna fact check somebody, if anything. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? This is BTS, A Beautiful Life, or The Life Goes On, or something like that. Let me see. My fault, y'all. Let me make it big real quick. The Most Beautiful Life Goes On, a story about BTS. I'm very excited for this one because I want to get to know BTS more. You feel me? And hopefully this is a credible source. He's a credible source because y'all been telling me to react to this one. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's this one. So hopefully this is a credible source. If it's your first time seeing my face, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're growing every single day because of you guys, and I love you guys so much for it. I would love you to the end of this earth. I'm gonna love you to the end of this earth regardless. But if you guys stick around to the 30-minute, like to the end of the video, I'm gonna love you guys forever. Like forever. You know, I love you guys forever right now, but I'm gonna love you guys forever. If you stick to the end of the video, let me know down in the comments if you did stick to the end of the video. My merch is on the way. I don't want to talk your head off. My merch is gonna be on the way though, probably next week. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just throwing, you know, something out there. You feel me? But hey, my merch is gonna be out next week. Hopefully, if everything goes right. But we got a lot to, you know, cover. So let's jump straight into this video. Y'all chill and relax with me, and y'all kick it with me. We finna get straight into this video. No cap. This is The Most Beautiful Life Goes On, a story of BTS. Let's jump straight into this video. I'm very excited for this one. This was highly requested as well.
Today, everyone knows the name of BTS. They've been invited onto late-night talk shows, they've shattered records, they've sold out stadiums, they've made it onto the big screen. These days, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't know who these guys were.
For sure.
Or at least haven't heard one of their songs. And if they don't, either they've been living under a rock, or they're 100 years old. The success of the Bangtan Boys is worldwide. But it wasn't.
I hope that they explain what the Bangtan Boys are, because I don't know if it's like a city that they're from, maybe in Korea, that's called Bangtan. Maybe that's what, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, or that's what it stands for. But I'm gonna try not to pause this video too much because I don't want y'all to be like, damn, like we got a lot to go when you keep pausing this damn video. But if I don't understand something, I'm gonna pause it and let y'all know and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to know what the Bangtan Boys are.
And it all started with one man.
Who are you?
YG. YG wanted to make himself a rap group. In the late 90s, he experimented with this idea with different trainees, eventually choosing 7 members.
He looks smooth.
Eventually left. The remaining 4, Teddy, Danny, Jinhwan, and Baekhyun, debuted in 1998 as One Time. Their first album, titled One for Your Mind, was one of the year's best-selling albums and won several awards, including the Global Disc and SBS Music Awards.
Oh, wow.
Best New Artist and KMTV's award for Best Hip-Hop Artist. The group enjoyed moderate success and released 4 more albums before going on indefinite hiatus in 2006 due to the mandatory military service.
Damn,
The year was 2010.
that's crazy.
5-year-old company Big Hit Entertainment had previously signed 2 artists, 88 and 2AM. They had their share of successes, but they were very traditional K-pop groups. Big Hit wanted a fresh new sound, and upon listening to One Time, CEO Hitman Bang Si-hyuk had decided that that was the sound that he was looking for. And on top of that, the youth needed someone to relate to, and more importantly, look up to. He had decided he would create a hip-hop group.
Oh, here they go with the ass, bro. But that's dope though. Like, so he like the Birdman. Birdman is who like made like Young Money, which is like Lil Wayne, Drake. He like the Birdman of like the K-pop. Okay, that's fire. That's fire for real. I was like, who the hell is this man? But because I heard him before, but I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Well, what does he have to do with anything? You feel me? But that's dope. That's dope. Oh damn! Oh, my fault.
Decided he would create a hip-hop group.
RL.
At 15
Kim
years old,
Namjoon.
Kim Namjoon
Okay.
auditioned for a certain Big Deal Records, which he completely botched, forgetting the lyrics to the song he was performing. Afterwards, fellow rapper Sleepy recommended that he try auditioning at another label, Big Hit, and even put in a good word for him to one of the producers there. At age 16, Kim auditioned in front of Bang Si-hyuk himself, and instantly impressed him. He was offered a deal with Big Hit on the spot, which Kim accepted and became a trainee, officially choosing the name for himself, Rap Monster, destined to become the leader of the newly created group.
Did he just say that he chose Rap Monster as a name? That's a horrible name. I'm glad that he chose.
He was offered a deal with Big Hit on the spot, which Kim accepted and became a trainee, officially choosing a name for himself, Rap Monster, destined to become the leader of the newly created group.
Okay.
Now that a fearless leader was chosen, they needed more members.
For sure. Sugar. Min Yoon Ji
was a 17-year-old living in Daegu, an avid basketball player and rapper. He had been interested in music, especially rap, from a very early age. And despite his parents' disapproval, started performing as a rapper while still in high school. He quickly gained attention as a rapper and producer in the underground hip-hop scene. One day he saw a flyer for a rap competition called Hit It and decided to participate.
So he was a basketball player by day and an underground rapper by night. He should come out with a movie. You feel what I'm saying? He should definitely come out with a movie. That's like, so he was basically like Stephen Curry in the day and Slim Shady. And that's hard, bro. That's hard.
And although he only placed second, the company hosting a competition called Hit It and decided to participate. And although he only placed second, the company hosting the competition, you guessed it, Big Hit, decided to sign him on as a producer. Hitman Bang spoke with him afterwards, convincing him to join a newly created hip-hop group. He told him to just focus on rapping and assured him that he wouldn't need to dance. He was lying. And just like that, the new group had a second member.
So it was RM and Sugar first.
The first two syllables of shooting guard, his favorite position in basketball.
Oh.
But they wouldn't stop there. Rappers were nice, but Big Hit actually needed a dancer.
J-Hope. That's my man's right there. You feel me? Like, y'all don't understand. Like, J-Hope, I've grown to really like, I ain't gonna say fall in love because that's gonna be a little bit weird, but I've learned he's growing on me, if that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like, J-Hope just got that nice vibe that's just like, hey, you feel me? But I don't want to, pause the video too much.
A dancer. Jung Ho-seok always loved dancing. He was in the starting lineup of the dance crew Neuron in his hometown, Gwangju.
Okay.
He was good at it too, winning several local championships and even winning a championship at the national level in 2008. When he decided to audition for JYP Entertainment though, after a few rounds of auditions, he was cut. Fortunately, he didn't give up and went to his second option, a smaller, lesser-known company, Big Hit Entertainment. His dance skills and strong understanding of rhythm made him an instant favorite, and he was signed on as J-Hope.
That's hard.
But they saw potential in him to become a rapper, which at this point he had little experience with. However, J-Hope quickly felt that he wasn't a good fit and decided to leave Big Hit.
What?
Until RM convinced both J-Hope and Big Hit that the group wouldn't be complete without him. He was right.
We need this so we can make it. I trusted you guys.
With the addition of J-Hope,
that's dope.
The rap line was complete. Now they needed some singers. Now, just like how RM, an amazing rapper with a ton of experience, was chosen as the first official.
Okay, so look, let me get this straight. RM, the rapper. It was first RM, you know what I'm saying? He rapped. Then it was Sugar, and he rapped too. Then it was J-Hope. He was a dancer, but he ain't rap like that. Okay, for sure. Following.
Some singers. Now, just like how RM, an amazing rapper with a ton of experience, was chosen as the first official member of the rap line, it would only make sense that a legendary singer and dancer would be the perfect first member of the vocal line. Right?
V. No. Who is that? That's who? Damn. Jin. That's Jin. My fault.
Oh, Jin didn't have any sort of experience like that. Believe it or not, one day when he was walking on the streets of his hometown, Anyang, he was approached by a representative of SM Entertainment with an offer to work for the company. In typical Jin fashion, he never followed up with it because he believed it to be a scam. Apparently, Jin was a very good-looking guy because years later, this time as a college student in Seoul, he was once again approached on the street, this time by an executive at Big Hit Entertainment.
Big Hit. Okay, that makes sense. Every time a video come on, I see that. Okay.
He didn't sing, he didn't dance. He was at school to become an actor, and he decided to audition to become an actor.
What?
Hit, however, had different plans for him, and convinced him to become a vocalist for their new group. To do so, he literally learned to dance and sing starting from zero.
Wow.
Not without help from other vocalists.
Wow. Jungkook.
Jungkook initially had dreams of becoming a badminton player when he was young, but after seeing G-Dragon perform Heartbreaker on television, it influenced him to want to become a singer instead. Because of this, at only age 14, he decided to audition for the South Korean talent show, Superstar K.
Wow.
He didn't pass auditions, but this was just enough to catch the eye of not one company, not two companies, but 7 different companies.
Holy crap.
JYP, FNC, Woollim, Starship Entertainment, TS, Cube, and of course, Big Hit Entertainment.
It's crazy, bro, because it's like, this happens a lot. Like, when like legends first start off, people don't see their talent. Like, people, like, for instance, Michael Jordan, right? Best basketball player to ever play the game. He was cut, I think, from it's either his high school or his college team. He was cut from one of them teams. And then he just went on to be one of the greatest NBA players to ever play basketball. So it's like, this is how you know that somebody's gonna reach legend status. When something happens, when an obstacle gets in their way at the beginning and then they move around it and become one of the biggest people on earth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's crazy how and not all of them have that in common, but most of them have that in common. That's crazy.
FNC, Woollim, Starship Entertainment, TS, Cube, and of course, Big Hit Entertainment. So why did Jungkook, given the choice of all these big companies,
why did he choose Big Hit?
Relatively smaller company, Big Hit. The answer was simple. Because he thought, and I quote, RM was cool, so I wanted to sign with him. That raised the number of members to 5. The next member of BTS was just as surprised to find Big Hit as Big Hit was to find him, and it almost didn't happen.
Jimin, talk to me. Oh no, V.
Kim Tae-young was always passionate about music, and it was always his dream to
think that's
pursue it
V.
as a career. However, it was hard, as his family was poor, his parents being humble farmers. His father told him that if he was passionate about music, he should learn an instrument, and he did, spending 3 years practicing with a saxophone.
Damn.
One day, one of his friends decided to audition for Big Hit Entertainment when they were holding auditions in his hometown of Daegu. Taeyoung, being a good friend, came with him to keep him company. But when one of the team members in charge of the audition saw Taeyoung, he encouraged him to audition as well.
What?
Nothing to lose, he did. That day, he was the only one in Daegu to move on to the next round of auditions, and eventually became a trainee for Big Hit Entertainment.
That's crazy.
Keep him as a surprise member and didn't want to reveal him as one of the members until his debut. In the same vein, Big Hit had him choose something mysterious for his stage name. He decided to go with V for victory. Here seems
that's
like a
hard.
nice round number to stop, right? 6 members for a new hip hop group, 3 rappers and 3 vocalists. It seems like a complete group, but still there was something missing. Someone was missing. Someone that could take this already great group of artists and
to the
push
next
them
level.
further to achieve perfection. A powerhouse. Someone so naturally talented that they could stand out in a room full of already talented artists. This project that Big Hit had embarked upon needed a capstone.
Jimin. That's my man's right there, no cap. Park Jimin.
Park Jimin was a naturally
my
talented
fucking
dancer.
mans.
When he was in middle school, he attended a dance academy and continued to pursue dance at Busan High School of Arts, where he studied contemporary dance.
I knew
He
that.
was the top student in the whole modern dance department. Impressed by his raw talent, a teacher encouraged him to audition for Big Hit Entertainment, who were holding auditions in Busan. He was only 16 when he passed the audition and moved to Seoul to become a trainee.
Wow.
He was the final member of the
He looks so
group,
young.
the shortest training period. What's interesting
That's
to note
crazy.
is that the group feels very much ragtag because in a sense, with the exception of Jimin, it was. RM and J-Hope only auditioned for Big Hit because they didn't pass their auditions with the first company they chose. And despite their amazing talent, Suga and Jungkook didn't win the competitions they were in, but they signed on to Big Hit after
That's
the fact
crazy.
for their high-quality performances. V never even planned on auditioning and just decided to do it on a whim. And they literally just found Jin on the streets, but perhaps it was fate, because this was the group that they chose. And just like that, in 2012, the newly created Fan Fan Sonyeondan, the Bulletproof Boy Scouts,
Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
BTS, was set.
That's hard. That's hard for real. It's crazy. It's crazy like how all of them came together like that though. Like just looking at it on how it was back then, and then looking at it now. Those were most likely. I'm pretty sure that those were probably the best choices that them boys ever made. You feel what I'm saying? Because now they're like the biggest group in the world, in the whole entire world. You feel me? So that's hard for real. I like that. That's crazy.
They had the group, but they still needed the music. In early 2013, they set out to create some social media presence for themselves before officially debuting, posting song covers on both SoundCloud and YouTube, which you can still go watch today.
Hold on, I might have to react to that, y'all, for real. Let me see.
On both SoundCloud and YouTube, which you can still go watch today.
Yeah, I might have to react to them. I just might have to react to them and see what they was working with way back in the day. Because most likely, you know what I'm saying, since they just started, it was probably trash. Now, it might be good, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it was probably trash back in the day. I remember when I first started YouTube, my first video was horrible, like terrible. I wished I could go back in time and smack me upside the head. It was terrible. You feel what I'm saying? But I gotta react to these for real.
In May, Big Hit launched a countdown clock on their website in preparation for BTS's debut album, complete with a trailer and a ton of promotional material, including photos for the first time of all the members in the official lineup. Finally, the big day came. June 12th, 2013.
Too Cool for
BTS
School.
held a press conference and a debut showcase where they performed their 2 singles, No More Dream and We Are Bulletproof Part 2.
That's how you know this is back in the day. Look how he looking. That's how you know this is back in the day.
No More Dream and We Are Bulletproof Part 2.
This is way back in the day. You can tell.
The same day, the Too Cool for School album, as well as the music video for No More Dream, were released.
I wonder how it did when it first got released.
The very next day, BTS performed the song again on their official debut stage on Mnet's M Countdown. This was the world's first taste of BTS. Commercially, the album didn't do extraordinarily well. The lead single, No More Dream, peaked at 124 in Korea, and the album sold only 24,000 copies during its first year. Bulletproof Part 2 didn't even chart. The first year wasn't all that great for BTS, but despite everything, people saw them.
That's crazy.
People saw the sparkle in their eyes and their limitless potential. And they were hot, of course. On July 9th, ARMY was established as BTS's official fandom. They made their comeback only 2 months later in September when they released their single No, along with their EP, Part 2 of what would be their school trilogy.
Now, I'm sure like contracts were like brought into this as well, but it's just crazy how you like each one of them took this leap of faith and like said, you know what, bro, I'm gonna just be a part of this group. I'm gonna just see where it goes and see what happens. I know some of their families were like, bro, you're stupid. Like, don't do this. Don't, like you're crazy type thing. And it must suck to like when you first put out something, it like flop. Well, it didn't flop. It didn't do well though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy how like they were just like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna just keep going. You feel me? Like no matter what happens, no matter what, the album did, I'm gonna just keep going. And that shows a lot about these boys for real. That's hard.
Are You Late Too? In the music video for the single, they made a commentary on the harsh Korean education system, along with their previous themes of hopes and dreams. No peaked at 92 in Korea, but also quickly fell off the charts. The album debuted at number 4 on the Gaon Weekly chart, and it was the 55th best-selling album in South Korea that year.
Damn.
This was enough
So they
to
moving
secure
up.
the coveted New Artist of the Year award at the Melon Music Awards, the Golden Disc Awards, and the Seoul Music Awards. Part 3 of the School Trilogy was released in February of 2014, the EP School Love Affair. This time, the lead single was Boy in Love. And the other single being Just One.
That's low-key hard.
The album, as well as both singles, enjoyed moderate success, with the album topping the Gaon album chart, as well as making its first international appearance at number 3 on the Billboard World Albums chart.
It's the power of never giving up, for real, bro. If you got a dream, if you want to do something in life, it probably is going to flop at first. It's probably not going to do good at first unless you do something amazing. But if it flops, hey, bro, just keep going, because you never know. Like, it could flop for 3 years straight. I'm talking about flop after flop after flop after flop, like it's doing backflip flops. But the last year where you're about to give up, you can just shoot up and become the biggest thing that ever happened in this world. So never give up, man, for real. Never, ever, ever give up.
Chart, as well as making its first international appearance at number 3 on the Billboard World Albums chart. The album also marked their first distinctive change in theme, focusing more on school life and young love, as evidenced by their Boy in Love music video. They also held their first fan meetings with a crowd of 3,000 in Seoul.
Damn.
BTS was doing well. That is, until July. This is, unfortunately, a dark chapter in the lives of BTS.
Oh, snap. What happened?
That's right. American Hustle Life. I'm joking, of course, but American Hustle Life was a reality show put together by Mnet that brought BTS to Los Angeles, where they had the unique opportunity to learn the true ways of hip-hop from the masters. And it was a pretty darn crazy opportunity.
Who are they?
An opportunity nonetheless. Whatever you do, just don't watch the Warren G version of Boy in Love. You've been warned. However, cringe and all, the trip proved fruitful for BTS, making connections, performing their first US concert for free, and from...
They said learn from hip-hop. Well, actually learn from... Are they saying like they want to learn from... Who are these dudes? I don't even know who these dudes are. So who are they learning from? Or who were they learning from when they came to LA? Did he say that? Let me see.
Brought BTS to Los Angeles, where they had the unique opportunity to learn the true ways of hip-hop from the masters.
From the masters? Who are they? Maybe I just didn't do my homework. Maybe I don't... But I don't know who they are. So learn from the masters. Who? I've never heard of them. Master who? Who are they? I don't know. Maybe I just can't see it, or maybe it's somebody famous behind them glasses and that hat. But what master? Who are they?
And it was a pretty darn cringy opportunity, but an opportunity nonetheless.
Coolio. I think I know who Coolio is. I think I heard of Coolio, but I don't know.
You just don't watch the Warren G version of Boy in Love. You've been warned. However, cringe and all, the trip proved fruitful for BTS, making connections, performing their first US concert for free and from 200 fans, as well as their first appearance at KCON. The next month, in August, BTS released their first full-length studio album, Dark and Wild. The album featured 2 singles, Danger and War.
They look young as hell.
The album featured a marked shift in sound with a touch of R&B and electronica. It was met with moderate success. It peaked at number 2 in Korea, selling over 200,000 albums.
Damn.
In October and again in May of the following year, BTS went on their first and second concert tours, known as the Red Bullet Tour, where they visited 13 different countries, including Japan, the Philippines, Australia, the US, Mexico, and many others.
That's
They
hard.
also came out with their first Japanese album in December, Wake Up, featuring many Japanese versions of their songs, as well as original tracks Wake Up and The Stars, followed by a Japan tour and a solo concert in Korea.
This whole journey is like crazy, bro. It's interesting.
Got decent attention. They needed something different. They needed something that would shake things up. They got to work. April 29, 2015 was their comeback. When this album was produced, each member had a hand in writing songs for the album. They again changed their sound from aggressive hip hop to youthful, colorful styles. And not only their sound, but their image as well. This can be evidenced by their newest EP, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life. And just by looking at the album cover, they ditched the dark colors and the bulletproof vest symbol that had become so synonymous with BTS, and replaced it with a simple white and pink background overlaid with the title. And then they dropped the single that would change everything.
That's crazy. Also in life, sometimes if something's not working, change that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not working, change it. Like, if you've been doing something for years and years and years and you've seen like little to no success, change it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really like the whole, like, how they were before they like transitioned into, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but it just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like it was for me. So how they changed and evolved into this other chapter of BTS, this is the chapter that I actually like. You feel me? The other thing, it was all right, you know what I'm saying, but it just wasn't it. So sometimes you got to change in life to get to where you want to go. If that makes sense.
Overlaid with the title.
I feel like I'm dropping gems. I feel like I'm a motivational coach right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But I hope y'all still with me. If y'all still with me, drop. Let me see what I want y'all to drop. If y'all still listening to this video right now at this very moment, drop a camera emoji. No, don't drop a camera emoji. Just say camera. If you are listening right now, say camera in the comments, so I know that you still with me, for real. I appreciate y'all.
They dropped the single that would change everything. I Need You. It was sentimental.
I ain't heard that yet.
It was new. Just by looking at the music video, we can see that BTS has also ditched their punk bad boy image and replaced it with a more real, vulnerable, down-to-earth, and youthful feel.
That's hard.
This was the change that BTS needed for mainstream success. Billboard called it one of the greatest K-pop songs of the decade. It charted at number 5 in Korea, and even led them to their first music show win on SBS MTV's The Show. And that wasn't all. They released their second single, Dope, on June 24th, which started off with a poignant line from RM.
어서와. 방탄은 처음이지?
That scared the hell out of me. I ain't gonna
Is
lie.
this your first time with BTS? And you know what? For a lot of people,
Oh my god, another ad. That's crazy. I did not know that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see.
it was. In a way, time with BTS. And you know what? For a lot of people,
It was.
it was. In a way, their first studio album and tour can be seen as their stepping stone between old school BTS and new school. In November, they came back with their follow-up EP, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 2, the second EP in what would be dubbed the Youth Trilogy, which featured the single Run. The album focused even more on the frivolity, friendship, and carefree attitude that comes with enjoying one's youth.
I gotta react to these videos. So let me know down in the comments. Well, he said the name of them, but remind me in the comments to react to these videos, please, because I'm gonna forget it. We got 15 more minutes to go.
It's like in I Need You, contrasted that with some carefree attitude that comes with enjoying one's youth. But just like in I Need You, contrasted that with suffering, depression, loneliness, society, and the stark and sometimes dark reality of life. Compare this with the far cry of the No More Dreams music video. It felt real. It was darker, grittier, more humble, more meaningful, and most importantly, RM lost his mohawk. Run also connected narratively.
I'm glad he did.
I Need You. And another video released in September titled On Stage Prologue established what would come to be known as the BTS universe, or the BU, which would eventually combine music videos, short films, books, short stories, webtoons, and even a mobile game.
That's hard.
And I won't go down this rabbit hole because there is a lot to digest, but it's definitely something to look into if you're a hardcore ARMY.
That's hard.
They kicked off their third tour, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life on-stage tour, where they performed songs from their two recent EPs, Part 1 and Part 2. And Part 2 was a hit, their biggest so far. It topped the Weekly Gaon album and Billboard World Albums charts. And on Billboard, it stayed there for multiple weeks, the first K-pop act to do so. It also appeared on the Billboard 200 albums chart. Not world albums, which is reserved for foreign non-English songs, but simply the top 200 albums. Peaking
That's
at
crazy.
171. which is kind of amazing considering that this was back in 2015. They also received Best World Performer at the 17th Mnet.
Was they? Hold on. Were they over Elvis, or on the same, even on in the same category as Elvis? Where are they at? The Most Beautiful Life part. They're over Eminem. Wow. That's crazy. The power of never giving up is true and it's real. For real, no cap.
They also received Best World Performer at the 17th Mnet Asian Music Awards.
As they should.
This brings us to part 3 of the Youth Trilogy. The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever, released on May 2nd, 2016, which featured probably my favorite BTS album cover. Young Forever was actually a compilation album of parts 1 and 2, so it was mostly the same songs, but it was notable that it had some new singles: Epilogue, Young Forever, Fire, and Save Me. The latter two performed exceptionally well, with both songs topping the...
I always wanted to react to that music video right there. I think it's called Save Me. I think that's what he said. Or maybe it's a different music video that he's talking about, but I've seen this music video on other people's reactions, or I think when I reacted to the Jimin making guys question their sexuality or something like that. This music video was in it. Let me know what music video this is, if it's not Save Me.
Fire, and Save Me. The latter two performed exceptionally well, with both songs topping the Billboard World Digital Songs chart. This was also the second BTS album to chart on the Billboard 200 at 107, and it topped both the Gaon Weekly and Monthly chart, which
Damn.
gave BTS their first daesang. Album of the Year at the 8th Melon Music Awards. They went on to do the second half of their tour, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life on Stage Epilogue, selling out many of their concerts and even selling out KCON in the US where they headlined the event. In September, they dropped their second Japanese album, Youth, featuring Japanese versions of tracks from the previous 3 EPs, which went gold and peaked at #1 on Japanese charts. And only a month
Was that Jimin again grabbing his thing, bro?
which went gold and peaked at...
Oh, they all doing it. But Jimin, it's that light skin right there. Okay, I tell y'all this in every video that I see him do this in. It's that light skin stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's that light skin stuff. But this is wild. Like just seeing them achieve like a different level of success every single time. Like, and it's all into one video. Like that's dope for real.
One on Japanese charts. And only a month later, in October of 2016, it happened. BTS dropped their second studio album, Wings. It sold over 500,000 copies in its first week.
Wow.
The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1, released just the previous year, which topped the Gaon chart, sold about 500,000 in its entire lifetime.
Oh
Wings
my
was
God,
big,
bro.
but the true showstopper was its lead single, Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Gotta react to that one. I've been telling y'all I'm gonna react to that one. I am.
Which got them their first all-kill, topping 8 music charts in South Korea.
Oh
Its
my
music video
God.
gained 6 million views in the first 24 hours, which broke the YouTube record for the highest number of views of a K-pop group music video within 24 hours.
Oh my
The album
God.
ranked number 26 on the Billboard 200, the highest ever charting K-pop album on Billboard. They ended up selling 1.5 million copies in South Korea in 2016 alone, and it netted them
Oh my
the
God.
Billboard at the Mnet Asian Music Awards that same year, the first non-Big 3 artist ever to receive that award.
우선자는
Oh my God, bro. This is crazy. This is like giving me chills, bro, low key.
Tears, they were on a roll. BTS was unstoppable. In February of 2017, they released the instant hit Spring Day, which, quoting a Korean reviewer, embodied nostalgia and sorrow and opened a new chapter in BTS's aesthetics and lyricism and attracted fans across generational boundaries. Which, by the way, is still on Korean charts after nearly 4 years. And the same day I'm writing this,
What
it
the
ranked
fuck?
number 53 on Melon. It won Song of the Year at the 9th Melon Music Awards. After the release of Spring Day,
What?
they went
My
on
nigga.
yet another tour, the 2017 BTS Live Trilogy, Episode 3, The Wings Tour. The tickets sold out within minutes, including in the United States, the first K-pop artist to do so, and went on to win Best Social Artist at the Billboard Music Awards. the first for a Korean artist, but they would go on to win this award 4 years in a row. The next year
Oh
was a
my
period of
God.
massive for both the group's popularity as well as their style. They released the Love Yourself series, starting with Love Yourself Her in September of 2017, Love Yourself Tear in May of 2018, and Love Yourself Answer in August of 2018. 3 albums that gave us some of the most classic BTS songs that we know and love today, such as Mic Drop,
I heard that song
Fake
before.
Love, Euphoria,
I gotta react to that too.
Idol, and of course,
Oh my God. I'm not running no e-commerce business, bro. I'm not running no e-commerce business. So just get off my screen, man. Appreciate it.
all 3 albums were commercial successes. Her being their first album to top 2 million album sales. But Tear and Answer also did equally well. These 3 albums, as well as their Japanese album, Face Yourself, proved that they weren't done yet, not even close. During this time, they
This is
countless
crazy.
records. Their singles went platinum, they topped charts, they won awards. And not only did they break YouTube records, but they broke records that they themselves set again and again and again. This is the period where BTS really started enjoying global recognition, working with huge Western artists such as Nicki Minaj, Designer, and Steve Aoki.
I did not know that they worked with Nicki Minaj and Designer. I did not know that. Let me know if there's a song out with Nicki Minaj and Designer or something like that, or they just maybe produced a song. Let me know down in the comments.
Working with huge Western artists such as Nicki Minaj, Designer, and Steve Aoki. It wasn't their first time having international features on their songs, but it was definitely the biggest. And even though they were already, without a doubt, the biggest act to ever come out of South Korea, they had their eyes set even higher. They went on tour once again for the Love Yourself.
This is
World Tour.
crazy,
During this
bro.
tour, they collaborated with Steve Aoki to make the song Wasted on Me. Notable for being their first all-English feature, and it also served as a jumping-off point for BTS to gain a following of English speakers. Not that they were Map of the Soul Persona. First things first, you can't mention Map of the Soul Persona without mentioning Boy With Love. It was simple math. What do you get when you cross the singer of one of the best charting songs of all time that went platinum 59 times in 13 different countries with, without a question,
She ain't no joke.
globally dominant pop group of all time? Well, you get this. Nothing less than an instant hit. Number 8 on Billboard Hot 100. Platinum in the US. 21 music show wins.
This is like literally, bro. I'm not even joking. Like, this is literally giving me like chills, bro. Like, just seeing their accomplishments and seeing where they started and how far they've come. Like, this is really crazy. If this ain't motivation to you, I don't know what will motivate you to like keep going. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is just amazing. This is crazy. This made me respect them even more than I already did. This is crazy. Like, seriously, bro.
67 different countries. The most liked and the most viewed YouTube video in the first 24 hours.
Crazy.
The fastest video to reach 100 million views. A current view count
Crazy.
of over 1 billion views. 7 boys, 1 girl, and 7 different hair colors. They were the talk of the town, invited to talk show after talk show after talk show. The second single on the album was Make It Right. Written by Ed Sheeran himself, including
Damn.
featuring Loud. The album debuted at number 1 on Gaon and sold 3.2 million copies its first month, and that's only in Korea. It became the best-selling album in South Korea ever. It swept every major Korean music show, winning Album of the Year in each one of them. They followed up this legendary EP with the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself World Tour, where they sold out both the Rose Bowl and the Wembley Stadium in only an hour.
Oh my God. They really are like, I mean, I don't want to curse, bro, but what's another word I can use, bro? They're really the shit, bro. Like, seriously, to sell out the Rose Bowl, I don't know about the Wembley, but to sell out the Rose Bowl, like, do you know how many goddamn people gotta come to your show to sell that out?
World Tour, where they sold out both the Rose Bowl and the Wembley Stadium in
only an hour.
English-speaking act to do so. They even performed as a solo act in Saudi Arabia, the first foreign act to do that.
My
the
God.
last of their tour was at South Korea's largest venue, the Seoul Olympic Stadium. They ended up grossing $200 million. During this time, they also created a visual novel-style game for mobile devices called BTS World, where the player can interact with the members. This also came with an original soundtrack with tracks unique to the game featuring Western artists. Zara Larsson, Charlie XCX, and Juice WRLD for the tracks
In Juice WRLD?
Green Glow, and All Night, respectively.
Nah, Juice WRLD is the GOAT. If they got songs with Juice WRLD, y'all gotta let me know. If y'all are still in like this whole video with me and like following along and still with me and haven't clicked off the video, comment down below finger. No, that's weird. Don't comment finger. Comment down below amazing. Yeah, comment down below amazing just to let me know that you're still with me in the 23rd minute in the 36th second. Comment down below amazing.
In December of 2019, the group swept the grand prizes for both the Melon and Mnet Music Award shows, the first artist to do that. Map of the Soul persona was legendary, truly a marvel in modern music. So, how could BTS follow up the best-selling album in South Korean history, you may ask? Easy. Make an even better-selling album. And that's what they did with Map of the Soul 7. The album was released on February 21st of 2020, featuring the singles Black Swan.
That music video is hard.
And On.
I like that song too. A lot.
Sold over 4.1 million albums in just the first week.
Oh
and the
my
first
God.
Korean album to be certified as quadruple million on the Gaon Music Chart. It debuted at #1 on music charts all over the world, including the US,
Oh my
Korea,
God.
UK, Japan, and much of Europe. It's not an exaggeration to say that this album left a permanent mark on the world.
Oh
taking
my
BTS
God.
into legendary status and becoming the best-selling artist in South Korea.
I gotta watch that music
BTS
video
had
though.
scheduled a Map of the Soul tour for April of that year, which would have undoubtedly outsold their record-breaking tour only a year prior. But unfortunately, the COVID pandemic caused the entire tour to be postponed, including the show at the Rose Bowl, which I was supposed to attend. But that didn't stop BTS, who performed virtual concerts, spoke at the Dear Class of 2020 graduation event, and released the Japanese version of their recent album with an original Japanese single, Stay Gold. And to top it all off, this was only June. At this point, it was clear that BTS had already dominated.
I gotta react
and they had
to that too.
music charts all over the world. This time, their sight was set for the very top.
Oh my God.
Did you know that you can make
I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Don't inform me about how to make money online. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You doing your things. Just no, I'm good, bro. Please.
Remember the music charts all over the world. This time, their sight was set for the very top. Remember that scene in The Social Network where Mark and Sean talk about how they don't want $1 million, they want $1 billion. How they're not interested in catching 14 trout, but they'd rather catch an 800-pound marlin? Well, that's what they set their sights on. The marlin, the biggest music industry in the world, the United States. And at the top of that music industry, #1 on Billboard Hot 100. This small group from a company that virtually no one had heard about
I'm saying.
planned to take on Goliath himself and dominate the American industry on their home turf. And all they had to do was speak English. August 21st, enter Dynamite.
I just got chills, my nigga. Like,
Their first and only English single so far, simultaneously performed better than anyone had expected, but at the same time is exactly what we as an audience had come to expect from the legendary boy band themselves. And they did it. They reached #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100, the Global 200, and the Global Excluding US chart. And
it's just BTS, bro. I understand what a lot of like you guys were saying. Like BTS is not only just a boy band that makes music, that makes good music. They stand for like way more than that, bro. Like love yourself, defy like any obstacle that comes your way, like keep pushing. Like they mean so much more than just what people like view them as when it comes to just like a boy band. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a deeper meaning behind BTS. This is like amazing. It's probably the best documentary that I've seen in a long time. And I've seen a lot of documentaries on Netflix. This is probably the best one that I've seen in a long time, bro. This is crazy.
Sure that if you the top 100, the global 200, and the global excluding US chart, and they made sure that if you hadn't heard of them before, you definitely have now. And if that wasn't already the biggest flex, on October 2nd, they came out with Savage Love BTS Remix with Jason Derulo.
No, this is my song. Break your heart. This is my song right here, no cap.
On the Billboard Hot 100 again, less than 2 months after already getting it number 1 with Dynamite. And on the Global 200, where they actually replaced themselves at number 1.
Oh my God.
Ever.
That is crazy.
So what makes BTS so special? How did they achieve all this? K-pop is a genre that spans for at least 30 years, and there have been hundreds of boy groups and hundreds of girl groups. What did BTS do to rise above all of them and break through to markets never before seen? Historically, the boy band industry has been dominated by white English-speaking bands. And the fact that BTS has not only held their own, but blew any sign of competition
out of the water
on a global scale can be attributed to nothing less than their talent, hard work, and a bit of a 1 in a million miracle. They did it through their own blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak. Around the world, we see that boy bands have pretty much fallen into obscurity, but BTS is thriving. And though I've stated this all before, it's worth saying again, in contrast to other bands who would sing about romantic relationships with girls and what some would call predictable bubblegum pop tunes, BTS is continuously pushing the envelope and changing their styles. According to an article by Vulture.com,
you gotta change sometimes.
Much less a successor of the Backstreet Boys and more of the successors of Michael Jackson, whose choreography and charisma were unprecedented.
For sure.
Of course, there's a lot of love for the angelic vocals of BTS. Rap has also played a very important part in creating their own style. In stark contrast to the typical boy band where every member sings, it's so refreshing when you're in the middle of a song and you hear RM's raw rapping skills.
He can spit too, bro.
Soul put into every single line. Interestingly enough, at the first glance, it seems that the success of BTS was miraculous, despite not being part of the Big Three. But it can also be argued that their success was because of their separation from the Big Three. Their label, Big Hit Entertainment, whose founder emphasizes artistic freedom more than anything else, allowed them to make their own sound. And going back to BTS universe, it's not often that a K-pop group does something special with each of their songs and albums, utilizing strong storytelling that can go beyond simply the song itself, but rather interconnected with other songs and even other albums to create one large overarching story. And not only
this is so dope.
Have their own expertise in performance, but also each of them have had the experience of writing and producing their own music, and they're not afraid to let their style evolve over time. BTS during their debut is such a far cry from Wings era BTS and current day BTS. They also chose to tackle more adult issues instead of simply love and girls. While they definitely didn't have a shortage of those, they also cover other very important issues such as mental health, regret, following your dreams, hard work, self-love, and
exactly what I was just saying.
Others. Add that to the fact that as fans, we can feel the authenticity of the members themselves. They seem approachable. BTS seems like there's a place for every type of fan. And in this fast-paced world where things change at unthinkable speeds, BTS has stayed grounded and faithful to who they were and who they are.
I'm saying,
American hustle.
Like, from all the success that they have like achieved, they are still like, they still seem like so humble. Out of all the records that they have broken, out of all like people that they have topped over in the charts, like I saw that they, well, my fault, I'm tripping. I saw that they passed Drake in like, I think it was the Billboard chart or something like that. They are still like humble, and they're still like so like he said, like down to earth, and I don't know, bro. This is just unbelievable, bro. This is unbelievable.
Dreams and passions are the same men who stand before us today. And while some artists like to keep their personal lives private, BTS gives us a look at their personal lives through their vlogs, which allows us to become more connected to them than ever before.
That's dope.
What is truly amazing is that, with the exception of just one single, they're doing this all while singing in their native tongue.
That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
Through the barriers of language.
That's crazy.
No, they're not done yet. Today, November 20th, they're releasing their 5th studio album, B. Their singles on the album, Dynamite and Life Goes On. And chances are, life will go on for BTS. And chances are they'll continue to break even more records. They've shown that they're capable of dominating music charts across the world and even reaching across the Pacific Ocean and conquering the music industry in the United States. What's next for them? Mars? In any case, they've only started in 2013, and BTS is as strong as it's ever been. As far as we know, they will only continue to light it up like a dynamite.
I think that's it. I'm not trying to watch this last ad. Yeah, I think that's it, bro. All I gotta say is, bro, this video really, I just gained so much respect for BTS. Like, I don't know. It's just, it changed my whole way of thinking about this group. Like, I want to ask y'all a question. I want to ask y'all a question, for real. Do y'all think that BTS like has seen this video of themselves? Like, do y'all think that they've gone on YouTube and seen this video? I was just thinking about that like before this video ended, but I don't know. This just really just gave me like I said, like a whole nother level of respect for BTS, and I really do love this group now. Like, I loved this group before, but like now I love this group, like seriously, and it just shows the power of never giving up. I'm just speechless. I don't know what to say. Seriously, this is crazy. Never give up on your dreams, guys. Like, for real, you can be like the most terrible, worst creator when you first start, but as you go through your journey and learn and lose and fail and go over obstacles and succeed and then fail again, all of that just ties into your journey and it helps you get to where you want to get to. And just never give up, bro. I'm speechless, to be honest. This is crazy. If you still are watching at the 30th minute and 34th second, comment down below Billboard. Yeah, Billboard. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys with all my heart. This is amazing. This is crazy. I will see you guys in the next video. My merch is on the way as well. My merch is on the way, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Yeah, that's it. Make sure you leave a like on this video, and I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.